A corporation manufactured a president. General Electric spent 8 years and millions of dollars turning a failed actor into the leader of the free world. And it worked. In 1953, Ronald Reagan was a washed-up Hollywood actor, a registered Democrat. He'd campaigned for Harry Truman. 8 years later, he was the most polished conservative spokesperson in America. That transformation wasn't organic. It was engineered on a corporation's payroll. 1952, Reagan's film career is dying. His last few movies flopped. The roles stopped coming. He needed work. General Electric had an offer. Host a new weekly primetime television show, General Electric Theater. But hosting was only half the job. GE wanted Reagan to tour all 139 of their plants, give speeches to workers, shake hands, talk about free enterprise. Reagan said yes. By 1956, General Electric Theater was the #1 show on television. 25 million viewers every single week. GE had purchased one of the largest media platforms in America and installed their man as its face. The TV show was a front. The real architect was a man named Lemuel Boulware, GE's vice president of labor relations. Boulware had a strategy. It even had a name. Boulwarism, a systematic corporate propaganda program with one goal: convince workers they didn't need unions, convince Americans they didn't need government. Reagan was the centerpiece. Over 8 years, Reagan gave an estimated 8,000 speeches at 139 GE plants across the country. That's roughly 3 speeches every single day for 8 years straight. He was practicing political rhetoric full-time, all on a corporation's payroll. Boulware sent employees home with pamphlets pushing free market economics. He set up company book clubs, stocked with anti-regulation literature. He even recruited employees' wives into community campaigns. This wasn't a speaker tour. It was a total ideological ecosystem. And at the center of it all, Reagan was transforming. He walked in as a New Deal Democrat who'd campaigned for Truman. He walked out as the most articulate free market conservative in America. 8 years of repetition, 8,000 audiences, one message. GE didn't just hire a spokesman, they built one. Then in 1962, GE fired him. His speeches had gotten too extreme, even for GE. Reagan had started attacking the Tennessee Valley Authority, a New Deal agency that brought electricity to rural America. The TVA was a major GE customer. Reagan was attacking the people writing his checks. The monster had outgrown its creator. 2 years later, 1964, Reagan steps in front of a camera one more time. He delivers a speech called A Time for Choosing, supporting Barry Goldwater for president. The speech electrifies the country. That speech was the GE factory speech, the same talking points he'd rehearsed 8,000 times, polished to perfection. 8,000 repetitions turned a corporate pitch into the most important political speech of the 20th century. 1966, Governor of California. 1980, President of the United States. GE's corporate philosophy walked straight into the Oval Office. The most consequential president of the late 20th century was a product of corporate America's research and development. The corporation found a struggling actor, gave him a platform, and fed him an ideology, then let him rehearse it 8,000 times, and then released him into American politics. That was the 1950s, with television and factory tours. If a corporation could manufacture a president back then, what's happening right now that we don't know about? If you like stories like these, please like and subscribe.